I haven't had. I didn't turn the audio on. I
Well,
just, I just
rolling back,
fucking, I just fucking turned the audio on now.
and nobody chatted. Like, where's your
No, well, there's only a few people in there, including us. I'm realizing that
Oh.
this is even a more longer day than I thought. Um,
All right, take two.
well, epic fail for me. Thank God. Would you like to do a beer review, Steve?
I thought I was taking the pressure off you.
Oh
Are we
God.
on now?
Well, do you want to give it like a quick overview of what you were drinking so people can hear it when we do it
Yeah,
when
I
I
don't
put
mind at
this
all.
over?
I don't
All
mind.
right.
Did you put up my specs? Oh, you did have the specifics up. Okay.
Everything's up and set and go. I just fucking forgot to turn on the audio. Went through everything, the
Oh, it's
introduction,
a
all that sort of stuff.
talkie. Nice.
Holy shit, it's a long day. Oh my God. All right.
Thank you, Mr.
Go
Producer.
ahead, Steve. Sorry.
Hey guys, here's take two and the short version. Although I didn't really take that long to begin with, but so I am reviewing. Well, you can see it on the screen. Cousin Eddie's RV, which is a fish brewing company, brew, obviously themed in the family Christmas vacation, National Lampoon style. I believe they might have started this last year, but this is, I believe, a 2016 Cousin Eddie's RV. Imperial Brown Ale on the front of the bottle, 7.5% on the front of the bottle as well. Although Beer Advocate seems to have it at 9. Uh, can't say why.
Well, you think that was
But
because it might be last year's, right?
it could
So,
have been last year's, yeah, and that's the thing that they don't really date their their last update. All the reviews are from 2015. So I guess since the Fish Brewing Company website doesn't seem to have a lot of info on the family Christmas vacation National Lampoon style stuff, I don't know. It's just probably kind of tough to find this. So if you're lucky enough to find it, I think it's worthy of picking up a bottle or two. This is a big bottle, so it's a pint, 6 ounces. Poured it into a pint glass because it's brown ale, and it doesn't disappoint. It's actually got a nice little bit of holiday spice to it. Can't really put my finger on exactly what the spice is, but
like a
uh,
nutmeg or like a what's it smell like?
well, I mean, it still smells kind of malty on the malty side, so it's really really light, whatever the spice might be.
Right.
But it's definitely an easy drinking brown ale. So not a strong one, not too bitter. Probably pretty easy for partiers as they come to the house for the holidays. So yeah, this one's definitely okay. This one's up there in my book.
You know, I've never heard of this beer before. Like I saw you were doing it, and when you said Uncle Eddie's, I was just like, "Wait, are you talking about the National Lampoon
Yeah,
Vacation one?" But yeah, I mean, it's got
yeah,
all the little icons and stuff on the front of it. It's like
yeah.
the
They even
Wally
pay
World
homage to
Cup.
National Lampoon right on the top.
You know, if they were
Yeah,
smart, they probably would sell that in oh yeah, his RV. Awesome beer channel. Are you a brewer as well? Yes, I am a brewer. I don't brew professionally, but I do home brew. So let me switch back here.
yeah. Put
Uh,
the dual cameras back up.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, welcome to the channel, by the way, Ghost. If you're new, don't forget to follow. So apparently, Ghost, I totally failed when I first started to stream, and I'm just gonna put it up there as an epic fail later on. Highlight the whole failing, exponential failing. But so I did everything. I got the music in the background. I forgot to turn on the audio. It's been a long day. Could be worse.
And the Christmas sound effects. So let's try it again. Maybe it'll come through.
Oh, it might. Let's try this again. Hold on. I think Xmas. If you type Xmas, I had an issue with Ankbot.
I'm just playing back over, so don't.
I don't know if you can hear that. Something might not be right with it, but it's from National Lampoon, so it's kind of fitting. It says Merry Christmas, the shitter's full. So I don't know if it went over or not. So probably didn't. I'll have to fix that. Anyway. All right, so I guess I'll do my beer review fast. So I'm gonna jump to the channel piece here real
Go ahead.
fast. Boom. All right, so let me get the rules out of the way. and the beer. So I'm doing I'm doing Mad Elf. This is done by Inconceivable. Thank you, sir. Do appreciate Ghost for the follow. I'm doing Mad Elf. This is brewed by Troke's Brewing Company. It's actually out of Pennsylvania. This one, if you've never had this beer, it is very sought after in the Christmas time era. I mean, this is actually a new label. You can look up. When I saw this, I was like, that's not Mad Elf, but they actually changed the label on it. A little demonic elf thing here, which is fantastic. It's an ale brewed with honey and cherries. It's only actually get brought out once a year. So, last time I had this was maybe a year or two ago. So this is kind of not the first time I'm having it, but it is going to be it's going to be a revisiting of this, because again I'm actually not going to remember. Can't remember the flavors that I had from it last time. Right off the bat, I'm smelling some honey. Well, the honey's coming through, and there's a little bit of sweetness, which I'm going to go with probably is the cherries. So let's pour this. You can see there's a little bit hint of red in there, and I'm guessing that's because of the cherries. Wow, actually, I was totally wrong. That is super red. Talk about a jolly beer.
Wow. Yeah.
So you normally can't find these things that quickly after the holiday hits. You know, again, they're only once a year. It's around here. This thing is 11%, and it doesn't taste like 11%, and I think that's why it's so popular. It literally, the honey itself is very sweet there. Trogs makes a delicious beer, but that's not one I've had. Oh, there's one reason. Order Pilsner malts. I order. But I had that one. Oh, you have. I have not had that one. It's really good. It's like I said. It's tough to find after everybody's bought it out. They were selling it in singles, so I bought a single one. The guy looked at me confused because normally people buy it in like trogs, cases of it. But I only wanted one. One per year is fine for me.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
You can't taste the alcohol in this. It's actually a Belgian style strong ale. It's not as sweet as I thought it would be with the honey, but you can definitely smell that the scent of the cherries in here. It's not like a lambic though. Lambic is obviously a fruit beer. It does have the color of it, but it's not even. I mean, if you put it up against look at that right there. That's pretty red. It's a nice beer though. It's one of those things where I remember the last time I had it, it was a special treat. And since it's the holidays, why the hell not, right?
Indeed.
There's a little bit of tartness on the tail end of it, but this is I forgot how drinkable this was, and like I said, at 11%, this is going to go down pretty quick. And since I just wolfed down my dinner before I ran up here to do this, because the day has been a little bit chaotic with everything. This will probably go straight to my head. So, cheers to that. I probably need it. Although I think my wife probably needs it a little bit more today.
Well, I got one, huh?
Yeah, it is one of those things. But I would recommend this beer if you guys ever have a chance to pick up this beer. Look for it. It's seasonal. Like it says on the bottle, it's only brewed once a year. Mad Elf does some wonderful things. But let's see here. Hops. Let's see. Color ruby red. The bitterness is not very high, and this is about 15 IBUs. It's spicy Belgian yeast is in it. I mean, if you're a home brewer, the one thing I do like about this beer is about Trogs beer. Majority of them, if I remember correctly, actually have some of the ingredients in there. So if you ever want to do a clone recipe, you can look right on the side there. So, which is kind of cool. You can see that right there, I think. But on it says, holidays at Trogs start with the inner Mad Elf momentarily taking over the brew deck. So blame him for a cheerful red creation brewed with cherries, honey, and spicy Belgian yeast. You do get a little bit of spicy on the tail end there. Reminiscent of cinnamon, cloves, and allspice. I don't really taste the cinnamon in this. The cloves, allspice. Well, let me get this again. No, I think the cherries actually kind of overpower it, but I don't taste the cinnamon at all in this. But, like I said, this is one that I would recommend if you haven't had this beer before, Ghost. So go check this one out. You know, the holidays are coming up. Obviously, it's like a few days away. Some holidays are already happening. You know, Hanukkah is going on. Did Hanukkah end yet? I don't remember. I'd have to.
Not sure.
Sure. I don't know. Has it? I mean, and then Kwanzaa, I'm not really too sure about when it is. But this time of year, to get a lot of different, really cool beers that come out. You know, including the Christmas Vacation one that Steve was talking about earlier, and Mad Elf. But what I did was what I did, and I'm not going to review all of these today. But I brought up some that I had in my basement. This one, if you've never had this is by imported by Stanton Brewing Company. But this is Pickled Santa. It's about a 6% ale. It's a Christmas ale. It's with a little bit of nutmeg and coriander. This one's been sitting in my aging my fridge for over a year. I had like several bottles of these things, but this is actually a very nice spiced English Christmas ale. So if you never had that, but I love the picture on the front of it, right? So you get the Santa in a freaking bottle there.
I love it.
Can't go wrong with that. Another good favorite of mine. I actually really like this. This is not a spicy beer at all, but it's a Sierra Nevada fresh hop celebration. This beer is fantastic. It's definitely one of my go-tos in the holiday season. It's a special ale it's an IPA though. Features the first hops of the growing season. Pioneered ale, full complex flavors, aromas, and generous use of whole cone American hops. So it's
Wow.
we all right. Let's see. In the winter, they first brewed this in actually 1981. So this is something that they do constantly. But Sierra Nevada always does some fantastic stuff here. And Celebration is ones that I actually really look forward to in the Christmas season. And then the last example that I have is I think it's done by the same company that does Pickled Santa. It's Criminally Bad. Pete Sholey Brewer, right? That's the brewing company that does, but Criminally Bad Elf. And this is one of many series. They have Bad Elf, the Very Bad Elf. This one in particular is a barley wine style ale, which is one of my least favorite ales that actually is out there. Only because the barley wines are so high in alcohol.
Yeah.
But this is like 10.5%. I don't know if you guys can see that right there.
Oh yeah.
10.5. But they all have pretty good artwork on it. But I don't know. Do you have a favorite Christmas beer that you always look out for? I mean, Steve, or is that something that in the season?
I do not. I got to say though that Mad Elf is definitely one of the go-tos for definitely for Christmas time. And I'm in the same frame of mind as you. I can have like one, maybe two of them spread out throughout.
Yeah.
And that's about as much as I can go for. I can't buy a case of Mad Elf. I'd have to give away much of it to other people because it's just too much to drink. It's heavy. It's definitely festive. It's got a ton of flavors in it. So you were just trying to pull out all those various spices that are in there. It's an amazingly complex beer.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of flavors. Sorry, I was texting while we're broadcasting because I was pinging some friends. I was pinging some friends to see if they can look you up on Twitch so we can increase the viewership out there. So I don't know if they're going to come on or not.
Hey, you know, it's fine. You know, again, this is not my normal day to stream. You
Yeah.
know, it's just hey, Wednesdays normally, but and this it's gonna be different next week too. So I fly back from Colorado on the 28th.